How can I stop being addicted to porn? The only way you're going to stop is by facing the guilt and shame. People see these as bad emotions to avoid, but they are often the driving force behind big changes in our life. Do what my brother done: locked his phone and laptop's access to all porn sites, which can only be turned back on with a password. He created a password which was around 400 characters long and included characters like =2 in it, and he printed off the password. He hid this password under a large rock in the countryside around 8 miles away from his house. This is genuine. That's how far my brother went to quit his porn addiction. He still ended up going out to get the password one day he had a hangover. What does your dick not hurt? One time I was jerking off like 3 times a day in middle school, and my dick ripped, and the best way to make friends is to join the club. Video game club, chess club, soccer club. Just join the club and you'll find people just like you. When I was like this, I was running from trauma and life and also depressed. I would fake it till you make it in small ways. Go for a walk in the woods, sit by some water. Pick some goals and interests. If nothing appeals, just pick something wholesome at random. Cooking a new recipe. Reading about polar bears. Literally whatever. It's not instantly going to be sunshine and rainbows, but there is another side, I promise. If you are going to whack off, maybe set a timer for however much time you think is appropriate for a day. Maybe try to do it without porn, at least for a while. No judgment of porn, but a lot of it I found just makes me feel empty inside. If taking these steps is too hard, then please try to get therapy. A primary care doctor might be able to give you suggestions of where to go for sliding scale, ones who specialize in addictive behavior especially. You don't even have to say what it's for. If you're not comfortable with that, can just say you've been depressed and really want to talk to someone. You're bored, dude. You need to use your energy and do things to tire yourself out. Bloody hell, it must be in tatters, man. Seek professional help. That's not normal. Read about the easy peasy method. You can find the PDF for free online. It doesn't matter how dumb it sounds at the start, it works, at least it did for me. I also started at 12, I'm 23 now, couldn't even get an erection anymore. I have been free for a week now, and I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Bro, honestly, one thing that I've seen help with these types of issues is legit. Just getting a job and joining an activity club of some kind. Doesn't have to be physical, just has to have other PPL. Even more helpful if actually paying for it. Giving yourself unavoidable obligations and purposefully putting yourself in situations where you become incapable of pursuing addiction will eventually force body and mind to adapt to being satisfied with only what it can receive. The goal here is not to permanently stop jerking off, it's to minimize it to a degree where it doesn't affect everyday life. And hey, maybe getting a job and joining some clubs could also help in the friendship department. Maybe try channeling that energy into something more productive, like a hobby or exercise. It could help lift your mood plus make you friends. Therapy and a support group. Replace one habit addiction with another. Every time you feel like jerking your meat, do some push-ups. Go for a run. Do some sit-ups. Do anything positive that isn't jerking. You are a cum champion. Have you thought about joining the porn industry? Ask your doctor for an antidepressant. This will help 2 ways. The medication will help you feel less depressed, and a major side effect of antidepressants is lowered libido, which will cause you to be less interested in masturbating. I suggest Lexapro, ENND. When you watch porn the next time, just imagine that a fat greasy guy created it. Time machine. Set to reverse. Repent and believe in the gospel. Start exercising every day. Do something like boxing, running, jumping ropes, or just join a gym. Eat good, don't stay home all the time. Find nice things to read. Stay off social media as much as possible. And off the phone screen. Pray. Look for a job or find out what most interests you. Make yourself valuable, learn stuff, do some courses, study. Go out with friends, make good memories. Live real things. Finding something as exciting as it's not an easy thing to do when you're so hooked on it. Even reducing the amount of sessions might help at first, and I'm sure your body will thank you if you only jerk off 5 times a day. I think it would be very difficult to go cold turkey considering your dependency. Some people will say busying yourself will help, and that works to an extent. But your addiction is rather aggressive. I would say that you should probably get a doctor's appointment, as well as evaluate yourself. Are you feeling depressed, lonely? Is there something else you like to do instead? Your brain is rewiring to need more heightened stimulus because of the frequency of masturbation. That's why you're looking at more extreme stuff. Do you even like it, or is that what you need to watch to get off? You need to find something else that interests you. Problem is, most hobbies require money, and if you got that much time to whack, it's likely you ain't working or making decent money. So maybe start by focusing your energy on a career and not giving up on it at the first sign of difficulty. Every job has its difficulties. If it didn't, people wouldn't pay you to do it. Biased off your current hobby, I would say you might enjoy woodworking, get it. But seriously, a productive blue-collar career will keep you too busy for whacking that much, especially if you start doing side work.